Does this feature work or not? Oh, it does work. That's cool. So, good morning on a kind of a muggy, not so beautiful Sunday morning. Of course, every day is a beautiful day. First live in a very long time. Hope you guys are having a good day. I just thought I'd test out the live feature with our phone while we go on a short little, well, I'm gonna go for a 7-mile walk, but you guys aren't gonna come 7 miles. Good morning. So, anyway, hope everyone is having a good morning. It's pretty early, but I needed to get out here and get my 7 miles in. It's been 2 days since I've walked, so today's got to be a bigger day. So yeah, not much to talk about. Just wanted to test out the live feature while walking, see how the service is, maybe for future videos we can see. Good morning. As I was walking, so there's a very famous builder in our area, and as I was walking past their building, I saw someone spray painted rapist all over the building. If you guys want to see the photos or something, let me know. I don't think I can show that while I'm live, but yeah, so don't know what's going on with that. But yeah, hope you guys are having a good morning. Just on the walking trail that I like to take. Let's see. So it's a really nice walking trail. I believe it goes 7 miles that way. So if we would go the whole entire trail, it would be 7 miles one way. But I don't like to go the whole trail just because you cross so many roads, and some people stop, some people don't stop, which they're not supposed to stop, so it's so awkward. So I don't like, hello from France. That is awesome. What time is it for you? For us, it's like 7:30-ish a.m. But I like taking this path out here. So I'll go out this way, but then I'll come down this way and I take every little path that there is. Thank you. It is nice. I just wish it was a nice morning. It's just a cloudy morning. It's supposed to rain and thunderstorm in a few hours, so it's not as beautiful as it could be. Let's see if we can rotate the camera. No, okay. All right, we're gonna go this way. So yeah, we are from Pennsylvania in the US. And good morning, Kat. Kate, is it Kat? Kate. I'm not good at pronouncing names, so bear with me on that one. But I made a short video that's going to be uploaded in the future, but I've kind of failed. The last 2 days I have not walked, and the last 2 days I've had too much sugar. I am a sucker for iced coffees. I love iced coffees and I love candy. It's been a while since I got a bag of actual sour straws or sour candy. I got a bag and I've been eating too much of it. So on top of that, on top of doing some soda reviews, and on top of iced coffees, the last 2 days I've failed a little bit. So I gained 1.5 pounds in 2 days. Not by overeating, overeating on actual food, but because of the sugar and the lack of exercise. So yeah. Good morning from Canada. That's awesome. Hope you are having a blessed morning. Tina, thank you for stopping by. And thank you, Kat. Hopefully I'm saying Kat. Yeah, so I'm a little disappointed, but also I think we have to remember it's okay. We can't always do what we're supposed to do. You know, we can't always eat right and always get the exercise we know we should. But I think the goal is doing more good than harm. So for example, I had my bag of sour candy. I had tons of iced coffees. Now I will admit, so my wife is working a double shift today at her job. So 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. And she wanted some motivation for today. So we did get Starbucks vanilla iced coffees last evening to keep for today. So we haven't drank them yet. So I will admit, I will have a nice coffee today. But after that...
Total distance 1 mile. Total time 18 minutes and 54 seconds. Split pace 18 minutes 54 seconds per mile.
I promise after that, I'm going on a week plus break of coffees, of sugars, because I need to. And you know the crazy thing? I have really noticed that I felt bloated. I feel like just so puffed up from that stuff. And I never really noticed that before when I was constantly always eating over sugar and stuff, but anyway. So, hope you guys are doing good. Well, glass jar, you really don't have to. We are living in hard times, so if you need that $100, you sound like my friend Jesus. Oil up on stream. I think it would take a lot more for me to oil up on stream. That's a first though. I mean, I've had plenty of boxer requests for my review channel, but oh, oil up. Now, what do you mean being followed? We're being followed. I'm surprised someone's coming up this way. This way is very private. Now, oil it up. What do you mean by oil it up? I'm just gonna humor me with your oiled up. Where'd they go? Oh, there they go. Oh, when you gotta go, you gotta go. Porter John's there. Actually, I've never gone over this far. Let's see. Well, let's see. I've got some motor oil back at my house. Oh, wow. I didn't realize it goes... Well, this is a Sunday, so schools are closed and stuff. So no one's probably going to be around back here. Well, I have 6+ miles that I'm going to walk today. So chances of me oiling up on stream are very slim. So the one thing I like about living near a town is the sidewalks and the different trails. Yeah, when I walk, I try and walk 6 miles, which is about 13,000 to 14,000 steps. Because I can burn anywhere from like 650 to 700 plus calories. And I figure while I'm out walking, I might as well, you know, put in the time, because, you know, I'm not, how do I say this? I like walking when I'm out walking, but to get me to walk, I find it hard. Even though I enjoy it when I'm out there, it's like, it's that first initial, oh, this is cool. All these basketball hoops. All right, now let's head back. This is probably going to be over 7 miles if I walk. Glass jar, you're funny. So yeah, I actually wasn't planning on live streaming this long. I'm surprised the stream's even working, being kind of out in the middle of nowhere. But we wanted to take care, Glass Jar. You have a good one as well. I'll find that cooking oil. What's your specialty? Cooking oil or motor oil, lawnmower oil, baby oil, blueberry oil. So yeah, while I gained 1.5 pounds, I did lose a total of 15 pounds in the last, I would say, probably 1.5 months. But going through some tough, hard times in life kind of kick-started a lot of things. So, which is, you know, thank you for subscribing. Peanut butter oil. Oh man. I'll fill up a hot tub of peanut butter oil. So yeah, my goal, I don't really have a weight goal. I was 211 pounds at my highest peak, which when I was at that peak, I didn't even register it on my scale. So I have a body scale that, you know, measures all different stuff and it saves it. So I was 211, but I'm not even registering that because I was so embarrassed. So the last register was like 204 pounds on my scale. We were down to 194, but my lack of walking the last 2 days and my over sugar binge got me back to, like, I think I'm 190. Did I say 294? 194. 195.6, I think it was this morning. So, but I'm back on track, and that's what counts. Yeah, I don't know really what else to talk about. I mean, I have tons of videos coming up on life in hard times and just different things because, well, to be honest, you know, a lot of people don't realize, and a lot of people do, is, you know, I was faced with one of the hardest things in my life that I ever had to face, and I overcame it. Good morning, Dottie. Is it Dottie? Sorry, the words are like really small on my cell phone, so it's hard to see. So hopefully I'm not butchering that up. So good morning, Dottie. But yeah, you know, one thing I've realized through some of the hardest times in your life is you can use it to break you, and you can use it to better you, and oftentimes you can use it to humble yourself. Even if you've done no wrong, even if you weren't at fault for something, you can use it as a humbling experience. So yes, I have some more finance videos coming out, including, you know, how we went from paying off our house to being debt free to unexpected medical bills with my wife, and back in debt to getting debt free to unexpected medical bills again with my wife. And, you know, just I gotta say this, with the healthcare system and everything. It's horrible. Insurance is just ridiculous. So many scams. You know, the auto industry is such a scam. The health industry is such a scam. It's like everybody just wants their hand in your pocket. Even if you have health insurance, the health insurance companies are a joke because they try and get away with not paying for things. So then you got to kind of fight it a little bit. This system's ridiculous, guys. This world is crazy hard. And it's like, and then of course we as humans make it harder. So life is hard, and then we make it harder by either hurting other people or doing things that we shouldn't do. It's like, from all angles, we get attacked and we get hit. And it's tough. It's really tough to just survive. It's tough to just, and I understand it's tough to earn an income. It's tough for a lot of stuff. But also, you know, I also believe that their excuses are excuses, and we do have the power to change a lot of stuff, even if things are out of our control and even if things are not our fault. But it's still tough. It doesn't change the fact that, you know, things are tough. And I can understand how some people get to the point where life is hard, so they just spend money. They go into a lot of debt because, you know, life is hard, and we all need something to kind of take away the stress of life, take away the pain and stuff. So anyway, we're headed out on another section of the trail, but I plan on having videos on all kinds of subjects, even a video on journaling and stuff, like how important it is. A lot of people don't know, for many years I journaled. I threw it away because I thought I kind of journaled when times were hard in my life. Then I thought, I guess I kind of fooled myself and thought that some things in some areas were doing really good and great. And I thought, well, there's no point in having the journal anymore. So I threw it away. But I realize now that, you know, journaling's good, but, and my YouTube channels are kind of my journal. Like doing these vlogs, it's my journal in a sense, you know. Obviously a journal is more private, but we have a video coming on that in the future, and so much more. So for those who have just came, this section of a trail, it's a walking trail. I always take it out. So I go up that one path where I just came from. Then I take this path out to the very end. And then I'll retrace my steps back. And then we'll take a longer path, which goes pretty far. If I'd take that whole path, it would be like 7 miles one way. But again, as I've said before, I don't like taking it the whole way because you have to cross so many roads. And I don't like that. Here's a fun fact. I don't like crossing roads, especially if people are around me. So when I cross a road, I don't rely on people to stop, like cars to stop. I don't trust it at all. So I will kind of stand back from the road. That way no one slows up thinking I'm gonna cross, and then I'll wait for no one to come, then I'll run across. And with these trails, you often have other people walking, standing at the side of the road, and it causes this chaos, causes, you know, cars to stop, and then some cars aren't stopping, so they fly around. So yeah, it is a beautiful scenery. I wish it was more bright out. So it's a completely cloudy day, but it is a nice scenery. So you got a nice creek on that side. And yeah, I'll walk out this whole way. It goes up to houses and stuff, and yes, anyway, wow, 20 minutes in. Good morning, Mary. Amen. Amen to that, Mary. Yeah, Dottie, it's supposed to, we had rain yesterday, and today it's supposed to rain later. It was supposed to be raining right now, but the weather people can't ever get it right. So now it says by 1 p.m. it's supposed to start, and who knows if that's true. So it seems like it's been a pretty big system covering a wide area. So yeah, I thought I'd do a live stream, take you guys with us on this walking trail. I got a very busy day packed. My wife is working double shift today, so 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. So that's going to give me a lot of time to get a lot of stuff done that I need to get done. Good, I'm glad. I'm trying to hold the camera more steady. My mother says I I shake the camera too much for the audience. I'm used to using action cameras, which have stability built in, but yeah, normally there's a lot of people. This section of the trail, there's not as many people walking. I always love this sign. So God sees, God knows, God cares. So I always love walking this way here. Wow, okay. This zoom is, hopefully that's right. Yeah, Dottie, it is. So yeah, now we're gonna come out to semi-newly built homes. And then if we go far out that way, there's a Turkey Hill. There's a place we could get iced coffee out there if we really wanted to, but as I said before, there's an waiting for me at home. Oh, I am a sucker for vanilla iced coffees. I love them. The only downside for me is when I'm recording videos or live streaming while walking, I walk much slower. Wow, I can hear the power lines. So, well, semi-new homes. It's actually kind of nice that it's not as many people out. Yeah, so we're probably only, I don't know if I can check my phone. I have an app that tracks how far we've walked, but I probably still have 4.5 miles to go. It is a quiet morning. That's why so when I walk, I try and walk when I wake up, which now is about 7 a.m. So I try and walk in the morning just because it's, I don't know, it's peaceful and it gets your mind right. When you do it the first thing in the morning, I feel like it just gets your mind right. Hello, DD Travels. Welcome. Good morning. So yeah, you can see, look, all these newer homes. I guess, are these considered townhomes or row homes? I guess depending on your area. because they're really like small little sections. But yeah, you can ride bike on these trails. Some people...
Total distance 2 miles. Total time 37 minutes and 35 seconds. Split pace 18 minutes 41 seconds per mile.
Oh, there we go. So we're 2 miles in on our walk. Normally, I like to walk a faster pace, anywhere from 16 minutes per mile to 17. So we're not too far off. 18 something per mile. That's not too bad with recording. Glass jar is back. Welcome back. I didn't find that oil yet. I'm looking for some oil out in the woods here, but so far no stranger has given me any oil. So I will go up and down these steps a few times. So when I try and take every path. So I'll take this little path here, go up and down the steps before I head out the other way. Yeah, so it's an app, and it you know, as you can hear it, it tells me how far I've gone. It's called Map My Fitness. So it's all one word, Map, M-A-P, My Fitness. And it tracks your steps, it tracks your elevation, it tracks your calories, it tracks the time. It tracks tons of different stats, which is really cool. So, you know, instead of just a tracker or that tracks your GPS steps, it actually tracks your elevation. So, you know, if you go up an elevation or up a hill, it will track the calories better, because, you know, it's not just tracking your steps, you know, going straight the whole walk, if that makes any sense. But yeah, Map My Fitness. So there's so many settings on this live stream that I could tap, but I have no idea what stuff is. I don't live stream much. Even on my review channel, Scott's Honest Reviews, I really don't live stream much, so I'm not familiar with all the different things. Wow, I was surprised that actually showed up really close. Mary, I don't listen to any audio or podcasts while I walk. Sometimes I've had music on, but most times I don't listen to anything. I actually every night listen to podcasts, audiobooks, scriptures every single night. So for me, when my wife and I go to bed, which is pretty early for most people, I will put my wired earbuds in, and I will listen to audiobooks. Like last night I listened to it's called I Am Second. So there's a YouTube channel called I Am Second, which I Am Second basically means Christ is first and you come second. And I was listening to the Duck Dynasty family on their trials and errors, like Al, which is a pastor. His wife was cheating on him for a long time, which was really interesting. I really enjoyed listening to that for some reasons, which I'm not going to go into. But and there's other ones with the Duck Dynasty family. So I like to listen to that. But yeah, in bed, I'll listen to Billy Graham. But I also then, you know, sometimes when I get tired of listening to the same like style, I'll switch it up and listen to business podcasts. So sometimes I'll do the Bible, business, Dave Ramsey, financial stuff, just kind of across the board. But I do that for anywhere from 1.5 to 2 hours at night, every night. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Get these dogs rolling. So yeah, that's actually, so I've always been a audiobook person as a kid. So in music class, it was always hard for me to learn a song or something in music class. So what my mom and I started doing was listening to cassette tapes with a big old cassette player in bed at night, and that's how I learned. That's how I studied and did a lot of things, by listening to cassettes. So I've been listening to audiobooks since a little kid, and I like it. It's how I learn. It's how I've listened to the Bible, let's see, 6 times now. So I've listened to the Bible 6 times. I've read it 1.5 times. Listened to the Dead Sea Scrolls, I believe 2 times front to back. I recommend everybody, listen to audiobooks. Thank you. So yeah, I am really surprised that the stream is still going on. So now I'll go up these steps. Now it might get a little shaky for you guys, so maybe I'll see if I can put my phone down, because I like to run up and down these steps a few times just to give that extra calorie burning. And they say it's good to go up steps. So I don't know if I can, I don't know how this is gonna work, guys. I do have a flip phone, which is nice, so I can have my phone laying down. Most phones would be like this, but I can tilt it upwards. So okay. It does give you the eye of the tiger, Rocky vibes. That's a good workout. Going up and down steps. Whew. So, all right. Well, guys, 8 people. Wow. So now we go back this way, and then I'll go out the other way. Thanks, Dottie. I'm just trying to ignore my heavy breathing. So normally I would go up and down these steps, but for the sake of the video, I don't think you guys want to see me keep going up and down steps. We should, even without going up these last steps, we should be at probably 6.7 miles, close to 7 miles by the time we're done. I might go up some extra side streets and stuff. But yeah, so if there's anything you guys want to talk about or have any questions, You can comment. I'm pretty much an open book. I do think, yeah, I have some interesting videos coming out on some things that I've realized, some things that will maybe help you guys in your marriages, things that will help you financially. Yeah, it's I try and keep it straight, but it's hard to keep. Now, I don't know if people want me to film them, so I'll tilt it down. Morning.
Morning, how you doing?
Good. Just respect for other people, you know. You never know if someone wants to be filmed or not. I will. I see my mom, well, I see my parents in a couple of days. So I will definitely do that. So, oh, hello, kitty. Hello, little kitty. I'll do that, Dee Dee. Are you a friendly kitty? Can we come up to you, kitty? Nope. It's like, like, no, don't come near me. Thanks, Dottie. Yeah, my wife has always lived in this town, so it's a tourist town, and I'm originally from, well, my parents are, and I really like this town. You know, for privacy reasons, can't really say. Not like it matters, I mean, but this town has tons of sidewalks, so just natural sidewalks, but then also a long walking trail, which is nice. So now I'll take out this trail. So that's the way out. We came from here, and now I'll take this walking trail up until a main road, and then I'll turn around and come back. As you can see, I kind of try to get in more steps, to get in more time by walking every path along the path that I can. So, hope you guys are having a good day still. And it's about 7 miles. Nice walkway. All right. So again, when I tilt the camera down, it's just so we don't get other people on stream. Most YouTubers don't care. Like, they'll get anyone and everyone. I find it could be, there was a German Shepherd just running loose. I find it maybe a little disrespectful, getting people on camera, because you never know if someone wants to be on camera. So like there, I'll try not to. Oh, that's good, Dee Dee. It's good to walk. It feels good. Good morning. Yeah, so the German Shepherd ran from over there. Interesting. Wonder if the owner called it back. One of these houses. 5 a.m. That's early, but that's good though. If you can get up early and walk, that's good. So I prefer to walk without anyone around. Just even if I'm recording or not, You know, it's crazy, and it just shows how God plans life. I'm not a people person. Like, I am not one that seeks attention, that goes seeking that. I don't I don't know. It's not me. Like, and that's why I will never be as good as a vlogger, YouTuber like my mom. See ya, Mary. I will try and remember to do some live streams on walks. If you guys like this, I'll try and do more of them. I got to make sure my cell phone's charged up, but I'll try and do more on my walks. Dee Dee, yeah, I agree. But yeah, I'm not, so I'll turn around here and we'll head back. Yeah, I don't know. I'm like, I don't like big crowds. Like, I can find joy and happiness never leaving the house. Now, I understand you gotta leave the house, you gotta get out and do stuff. But I could, like, when COVID happened, a lot of people I know couldn't handle being stuck indoors and stuff. And to me, I was like, oh, this is just a normal week, normal month, normal year. Besides, you know, everything going on. But yet I'm a YouTuber, so it's like, how does that make sense? I'm not a people person, but I choose, well, I don't know if I would say I chose this, because I think God had this planned. So I'm trying to be more like Jesus. I'm trying to love people. The problem is, I've been doing this since 2009, and I've seen every side of people, and I've seen, I would say, more evil than good when it comes to the online world. And because I have seen so much evil, so many trolls, so many people make up lies, like the lies that trolls make up is just insane. Or they'll listen to somebody that has no idea what they're talking about, and then they'll just, it's crazy. So I'm trying to be more of a people person. I'm trying to have more compassion, be more humbled. I'm trying to love people like Christ does, but man, is it hard, because naturally I'm not a people person to begin with. So, and it's not that, you know, it's just, I can find entertainment with myself and do all that stuff myself. I don't know, I guess I don't need that not entertainment, but that attention as we're walking and going stuff. Good morning. So as I go through life, I am trying to be more open, more a people, you know, liking people in general. Thank you, Dee Dee. I do. I love outdoors too. It's crazy. I love outdoors. I love indoors. I can whatever. I love whatever and everywhere. Yeah, Dee Dee, that's exactly right. Dottie, and yes, there are so many mean people out there. You know, to be a YouTuber has really stiffened my backbone, I guess you could say, because there are so many trolls and people out there that just don't care. Good morning.
How you doing?
Good, how you doing?
Fantastic.
Have a good day. Thanks. So many people out there that they find joy by bringing others down, and it's like, I used to get mad at them, and I used to attack back, and I used to try and prove why they're wrong and how they're so wrong. But I've come to the realization they don't care. You know, they don't care if they're lying, because most of the trolls know that it's made up, or what they're saying is a half of a truth. So they take a half of a truth, mix it with a big lie, and then and I think a lot of mean people think that their lies are actually true. They start believing them and stuff. So
total distance 3 miles. Total time 57 minutes and 27 seconds. Split pace 19 minutes 52 seconds per mile.
So I think, and that kind of turned me off to people as well. It's made me not like people as much. But then I started realizing, you know what, they got their own problems. If this is what they need for attention or to make themselves feel good, then so be it. I just started blocking, the negative stuff, and I started blocking negative out of my life. Sadly, I was able to block all negative out of my life that I could control, but sadly, recent events and stuff, things happened that were negative, I couldn't do anything about. So, at the end of the day, good morning.
Wait.
At the end of the day, we just got to do the best that we can, try and be humble with people, and try not take everything so personal, because at the end of the day, we can only become the best versions of ourselves for us and for those around us. But let me read it here. Let's see. Dottie, I agree. Even the closest people to you hurt you. Trust me, 100%. I agree to that. It's hard. It's hard, and I think when it comes to trust, because like I said, even the closest people to you can hurt you. Sometimes the worst, which really sucks, and I know that all too well. It's another little creek back here. But I think at the end of the day, we have to, and if people in that circle break our trust or hurt us to our core, I think we just need to remember and rely on Jesus, and to remember that we put him to death and he still forgave us. He still loved us. And I think that's all we can do, for trusting others. Trusting others means we're putting our heart there, and we might get hurt. We might get broken. But the good thing is, if our foundation is upon Jesus Christ, no matter how broken we are, we can heal and we can rebuild. So be careful who you trust as far as a lot of people go. Keep your circle small. And if people within your circle break that trust, remember, Jesus is there for us. And hey, a pearl. Say, do not cast your pearls among swine. Look at that. Just ignore my cut. A pearl or a bead. Isn't that interesting? Do not cast your pearls among swine. And I tell you, God puts things in. Anyway, let's read some of the other comments. Let's see. Yeah, Dee Dee. It can be pretty rough sometimes with them. Yeah, misery does attract misery. You're right. Which is it's kind of sad, because a miserable person can actually bring down a good person, a happy person. So it does kind of suck. Yeah, there is a lot of evil. So Dee Dee, I don't know if anyone else sees this, and this is not something I'm just saying because of the world, or saying because of election year, or saying because of anything, but I don't know if anyone else sees it, but in my heart, in my soul, I am seeing, and with my own eyes, I am seeing Satan be so much more active than I think he's ever been. Now, of course, every generation might say that, but for me, for my generation, another little creek, I feel like right now, Satan is so freaking active. I see it everywhere. I see my friends, my family, people close to me being attacked in every single way possible. And it's even me. Satan has come after me, and I think almost every single area of my life in the last 2 months. And when I mean every area, or almost every area, I mean almost every area. And the thing is, he's coming after me in things that I can't control. which is really hard for me, because if something's wrong, let's say it's my health, I can change it, I can fix it. If it's something with my working hard or working to make more money, I can change it, I can fix it. But he's coming after the things that I really can't control. And he knows that. And it's crazy. And it's not just my own life. It's lives of almost everyone around me. I'm seeing that he's so active. Like, I don't know. I think we're in the last 1,000 years of this earth before Christ comes back. What year we are, I don't know, but I do believe we're in the last 1,000 years. I would say definitely the last. Thank you. Thank you. You're welcome. I would say the last 800 years is what I feel in my heart. But it's like, if people knew the stuff I had to go through recently, and some stuff private that you don't tell anybody because it's not to be rude, but it's none of people's business, some things in life. But if people knew, they wouldn't understand how I'm still able to smile, still able to look on the positive. And I can say this with a strong conviction that we can't let Satan win, even if he's trying to do something that is out of our control, that we have nothing to do with. We have to cling to Yeshua. And for those who don't know, Yeshua is Jesus' real name. So Jesus' name in Aramaic, which is the language Jesus would have spoke during the time, is Yeshua. So Jesus, aka Yeshua. Good morning. So for those who are wondering if they ever hear me say Yeshua, because I like to say his real name because it's his Aramaic name. It's what the disciples would have called him. It was changed over to Jesus. It's a translation into Jesus. I forget the time period that they started doing that, but the original would have been a Yeshua. But anyway, that's besides the point. It kind of confuses people. So anyway, so yeah. I'm sorry, Dee Dee, it's hard. I mean, it seems like we're all going through these things that to be honest with you guys, it seems like we're going through these things that we just want to scream out loud at the top of our voices to the world. Not in anger of anything or anyone, just kind of to scream it out there and let it out. And it's like, sometimes we wonder, why is it not going to stop? Why is things keep happening? And we have to remember that, things are out of our control, that we can't control every scenario or every situation. Good morning. So we have to just kind of let it go, and we have to kind of realize that change what we can change, and the things that we can't change, give it to Christ, because at the end of the day, that's all that matters. Where we go when we leave this earth is the most important thing, and we need to cling to that. Amen, Dee Dee. Amen. And I often, this is why I like watching people like Phil and Phil and Kay Robertson. So if anyone has ever watched Duck Dynasty, Phil is the father and Kay is the mother. I believe it's Kay. Miss Kay, I think they call her. But if anyone watches them, they see, how Phil is now with Christ and everything. But a lot of people that don't know the backstory is he was a horrible man. He was an angry drunk. He was unfaithful. He was a horrible man and lived a horrible life until he came to Christ. And then he came to Christ and been changed ever since, obviously on and off, until he finally finally accepted Christ for good in his life. And I love watching stuff like that because there's redemption in so many stories. And that's why whatever season you're in right now, whatever your story is right now, that's not the end. It doesn't have to be the end. You know, what happens in our lives doesn't have to be the end of the story. And we often like to write our own story. You know, something happened to me recently that I would have never dreamt of. But I'm using the pain, the hard times. Number one, I used it to break some chains that Satan had on me that, you know, I've had on since I was 13, and I broke them. It's gone. Number two, I'm using it to learn to be better. Well, we don't want to get people on camera. Dee, I agree 100% with that. Good morning. Good morning. 100% agree with that. Kind of lost my train of thought there saying good morning. But yeah, I agree with that. And we have to. Good morning. Some people don't like to be friendly. Thank you.
Have a good day.
Thanks, you too. But yeah, I am using hard times, my hardest times ever, to be a blessing. And I will admit, Satan almost won. Satan really almost won. And it's not because, you know, it's not because, I don't know. Anyway, it's a personal thing that I won't ever talk about because it's a personal thing. Something out of my control, and there's nothing I could have done about it, so I'm not going to worry too much on that. But let's just say, whatever you guys are going through, trust me, I get it. Times are hard. But what I want to make clear about the hard times is you can use the hard times in your life. If it's health, if it's relationship, if it's financial stuff, you can use these hard times and you can really grow and really better yourself. You can, and you don't do it just for you. So here's the thing. Even if someone close to you hurts you to your core, you don't just change for you. You also change for them as well. Even if you've done nothing wrong. And this is where the world likes to break away from what I'm about to say. The world says, focus on me, me, me. Me get right, me do good. Once me is good, then I can worry about other people. But I disagree with that strongly. I think you need to get good for you and those around you. And so I call it the me-we. I say you need to get good for the me-we, which is, oh yes, there's things that you gotta fix. Yes, there's things that you gotta learn and grow and change, but you do it with the mindset of you and others, never with just your mindset. And that's what I'll always believe. Yeah, Dee, it's, you know, the crazy thing about me is I can be hurt to my core with something that I did nothing wrong, and I still won't trash that person or those people or whatever, just because, you know, what's done is done, and it does no good, but I can use it to talk about things. So I can use it. So not actually talking about like what happened to me or the situation, but I can talk similar situations, and I can use how I'm growing, how I'm bettering myself. So this is a road I don't like, because cars are not supposed to stop at this crosswalk, but some cars do. And so I like to wait for no cars to come, which, give me a second guys, I'm gonna run. So right through here, I hate crossing. But yeah, I can use what's personally happened to me and how I'm changing and how I'm growing. I can use it to help other people, but not gossip or not, I don't know, I guess people say air your dirty laundry, but I can use my situation to help other people in different workaround ways. Because what happened to me, 90% of people would have completely did a 360-degree change versus what I'm doing. And what I'm doing is following what Christ has put on my heart. What I'm doing is trying to follow what Christ would do. So that's what I'm gonna keep doing. Good morning.
Morning.
And I'm not going to, thank you. I'm not gonna so as you can tell out through here, it's way busier. Let me read the comments. So narcissist, true. Oh, Dee, that's hard. That is really hard. It is really hard. See ya, Dottie. Thank you for watching. Thank you guys for being a part of the stream. Didn't plan on streaming for an hour. I was gonna do it for like 3 minutes, but yeah. Dee Dee, you know, because I'm an honest person and open book for most things, I had to look up the definition of narcissist. I'm probably not saying that right, because I wanted to make sure that I'm not one. Because sometimes, so I'm more emotional, and I did a video that's going to come out, you know, sometime, but I think it's because being brought up with 2 sisters and my mom being home, being a stay-at-home mom, I have more of tendencies, because I've seen how my sisters are, and when you're raised around women, you know, you tend to have more what's the word? I don't know. Anyway, you tend to be more like that. So I have a really big heart. And so I always think that when something happens or something goes wrong, then I can change it, I can fix it. So I had to look it up just to make sure that I'm not, and luckily, I think there was like 1 or 2 things that I thought that I could be maybe a little bit on the narcissist side. After going through the whole list of like stuff, I'm like, well, I could kind of be that sometimes. So for me, I like to learn and I like to change. So I'm trying to change some of that stuff. Even though like only 2 out of like the list of 15 things I still don't like that. So, so I don't know. I'm learning and I'm changing. Even though things happen that other people should be the ones focusing on changing and focusing, and you know, I could say, you know, they need to work on this and they should do this, but at the end of the day, it never hurts anyone. It never hurts us. Even if we do nothing wrong, it never hurts us to change as well. It never hurts us to try and be better, and try and just for us and for others around us, even for the people that hurt us.
Total distance 4 miles. Total time 1 hour 16 minutes and 28 seconds. Split pace 19 minutes per mile.
19 minutes, that's pretty slow. But you know, we'll see. We'll go there. Good morning.
Good morning.
So yeah, out this way is very open. So I also like coming out this way. It is super open. I love it. I love out here. I wish God would bless me with $1 million. Don't we all? But I would love to just buy like a little piece of land, put a small cabin on top of a hill. That would be awesome. Sit on the front porch drinking coffee. So anyway, Dee Dee, yeah, you know what? Here's something crazy, Dee Dee. And it's something that I have learned, especially in the last month or two, is God's plan for us is ever changing. Meaning, God's plan for us, like, how we plan. I'm a big planner, so I like to plan like 5 years ahead, 10 years ahead. And I realize that's stupid because I can plan. It's good to plan, but you should never rely on your plan, because God could, in an instant, change your plan completely around. And so can Satan. Satan can mess your life up. But we have to remember, God allows things to happen, even bad things, because we can use that to bring it good. It may destroy us, it may turn our lives upside down, but we can use it. If we decide to use it for good, we can use it for good. Dee Dee, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. Frozen coffee. Oh, I think I've had, what is this, a whoopie pie? How could someone waste a whoopie pie? Oh, I love whoopie pies. How could they waste a whoopie pie? No! I love whoopies. I love whoopie pies. I'm like my mom. I lose my train of thought and I get off topic. Yes, so true, Dee Dee. So true, Dee Dee. But oh yeah, frozen coffee. I think, doesn't Dunkin' Donuts have a frozen coffee? Or at least they did at one point. I had gotten it one time and I liked it, and I went back and they're like, oh, sorry, the machine's not working. And I've tried again and they said the same thing, so I stopped. I never went back to Dunkin' Donut for frozen coffee again, or asked, because I got tired of asking. Kind of like McDonald's and their milkshakes. The machine's not working. The machine's not working. It's like, okay. But yeah, I'm like my mom. I get off topic. I could talk for hours and hours and hours. The only difference is, yeah, I don't know. Anyway. But yeah, it's a nice area out here. So, yeah, a lot of stuff to do today. Thank you everyone who's been on the live stream. Never planned on doing it for an hour, but I do plan on, I have tons of videos coming out for our channel. I just have to pace them, but I do have a lot of videos coming out on a lot of subjects. Kind of videos going through the last, the last 2 months of my life, and really not going into personal details and stuff, but I hope you guys are having a good day, good morning so far. I'm looking forward to getting my coffee. So once I get back, I have my Starbucks coffee that we're gonna go with. So, good morning. Yeah, there's a lot more people in this area. Get those push-ups. Get them. Get them. Get them. Yeah. Let me see. $8 mixed coffee, cream and brown sugar plus some vanilla. Ooh, that sounds really good. Dee Dee, that sounds really good. Hello. I am definitely a big sucker for iced coffees and that kind of stuff. I love that stuff. So now we could go left, which would take us back the way we came, but I like going out on this other path, which is a stone path. But based off our finish right now, it wouldn't even be relevant in like 3 weeks. Right, yeah. So now this turns into a gravel road, kind of some farm equipment. So hello. Now I like out here because we come out to farmland, in between farmland, so it's nice. Yeah, it's crazy. So my wife and I love door dashing, because I love trying all kinds of foods and stuff. Like, I find it so fun. Now, of course, now that I'm, working on losing weight and stuff, just for health, life in general, for myself and for those around me, because when we focus on stuff, all things can be done for us and those around us and benefit. So I don't DoorDash as much, which honestly, I'm kind of glad, because my wife and I DoorDashed Starbucks yesterday. 2 large iced coffees, 2 donuts, and 2 cake pops was like $45. I'm not kidding, guys. I think it was like $45. I think that was with the tip though. I think I gave like a $5 or $6 tip. But seriously, guys, almost 50 bucks for 2 donuts, 2 cake pops, and 2 large drinks from DoorDashing. Like, now if we would have went in person, it probably would have been $20. But, I love the convenience and the easiness of just simply pressing some buttons. But it's crazy. It's crazy, this world. Like, things have gotten insane. Like, the prices of stuff that for specialty stuff is crazy. Coffee, cream, brown sugar is the recipe. Nice. I'm gonna have to remember that. I like doing all kinds of stuff. I actually have a coffee bar. So I have a table with our Keurig, another coffee machine, and probably 25 different flavors of coffee, and hot chocolates. I love it. Now, I do not drink coffee like I used to, because I can't drink coffee black. I need my cream and my sugar. So I try and limit myself to about 1 to 2 cups per week. And I know that's crazy for some, because a lot of people, every day. But I try and limit it for health reasons. I just feel better. Now, what's funny is I do get more work done when I have coffee. But there's a lot of acid and metal in coffee, heavy metals and stuff. So I try and limit it a little bit. But I think my dad drinks three cups per day. Now he just adds a little bit of milk, no sugar. But hey, whatever people, if they drink it every day, whatever to get through the day. I'm not here to judge or say no. I just cut down to 1 to 2 a week. But I mean, I think my mother-in-law drinks 1 to 3 a day, 1 to 2 a day, maybe something like that. I think she has said. And my father, I think he's at 3 or 4. I think he used to be at 6 a day or something like that. So this way is just kind of gravel until you get to a road, and then it turns into cement. Hello. So we're soon, if you could, you can't see. Yeah, I know. I mean, most coffee drinkers do drink it all day long, every day. I don't know what to say. For me, if I drink too much coffee a week, I get jittery. Now that's probably the sugar in my coffee. So I don't know. And some people get jittery, some people just don't. I think it's just each body, each person, metabolism and stuff. So I don't know. I don't know what's really healthy, what's really not. Good morning. So I really don't. because you can tell people, you know, oh, you shouldn't do that, or you should do that, or at the end of the day, it seems like the biggest things in life are getting cardio. So try and walk every day for 30 minutes, or if you can't for 30 minutes, at least 15 minutes on average per day. So if you can do 30 minutes every other day, it seems like that's a really important key to health. And also just try not to overeat and too much sugar. But anyway, that's a whole nother. I have videos on health and fitness. We don't we don't have to go into that. We don't have to go into that stuff today. This live stream has kind of been about everything, hasn't it? And that's the thing about me. I can talk about all kinds of subjects and go through all different things. Good morning. Yeah. And you know, a lot of people, you know, I was once, long time ago, said that I'm a know-it-all. This is probably 10, 15 years ago. Someone once said that, and it's like, you know, I can't help that God has put me through so many different things. Like, I can't help it. Like, so I can't help that I know a lot of things. Like, yeah, I kind of am a know-it-all, but not because I'm trying to be prideful or anything. I just can't help that Christ put me through it all. Good morning. Like, I can't help that. I can't help that Christ put me through so much things in life. Like, and it's made me learn. A lot of times by force. A lot of times I didn't want to learn things. Like, I didn't want to have to learn how to get over somebody that I thought was my soulmate for 10 years. Like, it took me 10 years to get over a girl that I thought was my soulmate and the only one for me. Like, it took me 10 years to overcome that. I didn't want to have to go through that, or I didn't want to have to go through, you know, people cheating, or I didn't want to have to go through, you know, a marriage before that, you know, I don't know if she was cheating on me or not. You know, I was married before and I gave it my all. I tried my best, and it just kept getting worse and worse to the point where she wasn't home much. You know, she would sleep at her parents' house that was like 50 minutes away. Like, it just got ridiculous. Good morning. Like, I didn't want to have to go through that stuff. You know, so much stuff I didn't want to have to deal with. I didn't want to have to learn, you know? So yeah, I kind of do know a lot on stuff. So anyway, so there's a lot of videos coming out on a lot of subjects. I don't talk about subjects that I haven't been through. You know, that's one thing about me, is I'm not going to talk on a subject that I haven't been through. The problem is I've been through most subjects. Finances, love. I went from making like $20,000 a year to making over $100,000 a year to making under $40,000 a year. And, you know, with the economy, now we're down on a low level. We're making a lot less than what we were before. And that's just because of, you know, people aren't spending like they used to. I didn't want to have to go through heartbreak after heartbreak. I didn't want to go through, you know, seeing people go through health problems after health problems. I didn't want to see even myself. At one point in my life, I let go of myself, and I went to the hospital one time because I lost all feeling in my legs while I was working. I got really shaky, dizzy. I didn't feel good. I lost feeling in my legs, and it collapsed while I was working with my dad, and was taken to the hospital and never really figured out what it was, other than my potassium was low, but that's it. So I have an idea of what some stuff was, but, you know, it's not like I chose to go through so much. Yeah, you're right, Dee Dee. Yeah, you're absolutely right, because we can't control the situations that we go through, but we can see. Morning. Yeah, you know, Christ will. and I have videos coming on, like that girl that I was with that I thought was my soulmate, and we, you know, after we broke up, it took me 10 years to get over her. I have videos, you know, about that, you know, and, you know, being married before, I have videos on that, that are coming out in the future that, you know, I tried, you know, and it just kept getting worse and worse after year, and you can only take being treated like you're worthless for so long, you know. I was treated like I was worthless, and to the point that I had given up. So I gave up in the year Christmas of 2024. I gave up my life. I was at like 40% body mass index, which means you're way over obesity level, even though I didn't exactly look it. It was rough. So yeah, there's tons of different videos that are going to be coming up on that. So, you know, no need to go into more detail on that, but there you go, women. There you guys go. Dee Dee, yeah, it's, and because I have a big heart, I think that I can help people change. But what I've realized, you know, through all of life's trials and difficulties, I can't force somebody to change. People have to see the change and want to be the change. You like that, Dee Dee? I can't force people to change. Like, my problem is when people have changed, like if people have let me get my words right. When people in my life have allowed me to help them change, they have changed so good, for the better. And I kind of get that in my mind that, okay, you know, this area, if this person would just let me help them change, because all the other times that, you know, someone lets me help them has turned into blossoms, into sunflowers. It's turned amazing. But the problem, what I kind of developed was, then I always thought, why don't this person just let me help them? Why are they doing this? Why are they betraying me? Why? And I've had to learn that, look, I can't force someone to see the light. I've often said, I can lead you to water, but I cannot force you to drink. So I've learned that I can't force somebody to change. They have to see the change, like they have to see a problem, and they have to want change, and then I can help them change. And that's been a big thing for me. It's been a hard thing for me to do, is to sit on the sidelines and wait for people to ask for help. Because a lot of people don't want help. A lot of people don't ask for it. Until things hit rock bottom, until the damage is done.
Total distance 5 miles. Total time 1 hour 35 minutes and 45 seconds. Split pace 19 minutes 17 seconds per mile.
So I have learned to try and have compassion for those, you know, that need help, and try and show them, you know, the areas, while also myself as well, because we all need help. Good morning. We all need help, and we all need to change and stuff. And that's why I kind of learned to be willing and open to help someone change, but not try and force it, because trying to force it, even though I know, because I've had to force people to change in some areas over the last 10 years. And when they finally broke down and finally let me and finally actually worked with me, they changed so in that area for so good, and it benefited them, it benefited everybody around them, and people around them saw them change. But I realized I can't force people, so people have to see it for themselves, and it often takes very hard times for people to see they need to change. For me, it was 2014. It took me feeling worthless. It took me giving up on my life. Like, I literally gave up. I told God Christmas 2014, I'm done. I told God, I don't care about my health. I don't care. This is the life. This is my bed. I made it, so I'm staying in it. And luckily, God told me, God says, son, I have much more for you in your life. I have way more for you. You're just beginning. And I made the choices. I left that horrible situation and changed my life. Good morning. You know, and here's the thing. Hard times are always going to keep coming. We just have to keep learning and keep changing and keep growing for ourselves and for those around us. So before I start getting off subject even more, welcome to the live stream of every subject in the world. Because that's what this live stream is. It's talking about every subject in the entire world. I mean, an hour and 25 minutes in, we've talked about every subject I think there is known to man. Yeah, probably gonna call the live stream. I probably have 2 more miles to go till I get back, but I mean, we've talked, I don't know, I think I'm all talked out. Plus, you guys got to get on with your days as well. Don't let me hold you up, but let's muster up a final message from all the years of the stuff that I've been through, and it's been a lot. Here's my final DD thank you. Love you guys too. I appreciate being here. My final message before I sign off on this live stream. Life is really hard sometimes. People really can hurt you to the point that you cry in your pillow at night. It could be a loved one. It could be strangers. It could be someone you don't even know. Life is really hard. And Satan is so active, especially these days. It is unbelievable. Satan will come after you in areas that you just want him to stop. This is a test for you. This is a test to see if you can be mature enough to grow and not let Satan win. Now, just because things change in your life doesn't mean Satan wins. We need to make choices based off of Christ. We need to use hard times to build that foundation of Christ up. We need to use hard times not to hate the people that hurt us, but to love them unconditionally like Christ loves us. And if the people that hurt us change, if they truly change in their heart, then good, then okay. But if people don't, then it's also okay. You love them and you change for you and for those people. If those people don't change, then it's okay to walk away sometimes. It's okay, because Satan doesn't win if you give it your heart, but those people don't change their actions, they don't change their ways. It's okay to walk away. But know this, don't walk away in anger. Don't walk away from situations with hate, because that's when Satan wins. If you're gonna walk away from something, walk away because you gave it your all and they still refuse to change, then walk away. If you're going through financial troubles right now, it's time to get down to a written budget. It's time to write down everything you spend in a whole month, on your coffees, whatever it is, all expenses, and write down everything, and then start trimming down on all areas of your life. If it's turning the lights off more, if it's loosening your light bulb so you don't have much light, use candles, whatever it is, cut it down. If it's your health and your fitness, it's time to start walking more. Get out there, do the things that we know we need to do, the things that we ought to do, but we don't do because honestly, we don't feel like it in that moment. It comes down to that. So for the end of the stream, I hope you guys have, hope you guys have a good day. I don't know everything. I don't know it all, despite what some people might think or say. I've just been through a lot. I'm not good with relaying my message because I often get off track on what I'm about. Because there's so much going through my mind. And that's who God made me to be. So I often get off track. I often get knocked off course with my words. So while I may not always relay my messages right, if people really listen, they can find a lot of helpful advice. And I'm working on relaying my messages better. I'm working on being a better teacher. You know, as you said, Dee Dee, a great teaching video. I am not a good teacher. I'm not. It's something I need to work on. I have so much knowledge and so much information on so many different levels because I've been through it. I've been cheated on. I've been hurt. I've been broken. I've felt like Satan has been all around me and he will not let up. I have felt lost. I have felt alone. I have felt like I've been on top of the world. I have felt like I had the best life, the worst life. I have been through all the emotions in my life. I have been through people that have told me they love me and then do the opposite. I have been, you know, with people who have literally treated me like I am a worthless pile of crap in a corner. I have been through so much in my life. I need to learn how to teach it better. I need to learn how to, you know, become the best teacher that I can become, because I know there's so many other people out there that can learn from it, that can grow from it, that can benefit from my pain and also my joys, because I have become, you know, broke and rich and broke again, and so much more. So I have so much to say, and we'll go through that. Hello, nice shirt.
Thanks.
You're welcome. I've gone through so much, and I just got to be a better teacher. I don't know exactly how to be a better teacher, but what I do know is I can find out how. I can find videos on how to be a better teacher, and that's what I hope over the next couple years for this channel is I become a better teacher, because if I become a better teacher, you guys can learn better and not, you know, be all over the place and click off after 1 minute because it's off subject or something. So anyway, thank you guys for watching the live stream. My name is Scott. This is Scott and Tessie Unfiltered, truly unfiltered. As y'all seen it with the live stream, you cannot get any more unfiltered than this live stream, because that's there's no editing, there's no, yeah. So I can't wait to get back, sit, relax, and drink my iced coffee, and then go a whole week without. Okay, see what I mean? I could talk for hours and hours and not stop. And not stop, guys. Have a good day. God bless you. And whatever hard time you're going through, guys, don't forget your foundation of Christ. Don't fall from that foundation. I'm telling you, as someone who recently was broken down to my foundation, literally my walls fell on all sides, all around, literally. Not just saying that for attention, because I don't do that. Literally my walls fell on all sides and I was left with just my foundation. I realized that what I say is true. I truly do believe in Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior. What I realize is He really is my foundation. What I realize is it really cannot be broken. The worst thing in my life happened and it cannot be broken. My foundation can't be broken. And there's comfort in that. So now I just rebuild. I rebuild the walls, and I can't wait. And yes, Michelle, you need to get out there. I don't recommend running. I am actually strongly against running. I know too many people that have ran for most of their lives, and now they have knee problems, back problems. They're always sore. I believe in walking. Try and walk at a fast pace, 30 minutes a day. That's what I believe in. Anyway, Michelle, you just joined. We've been live for an hour and 30 minutes. Grace Like a River is my sister, for those who are wondering. But yeah, I've been live for an hour and 30 minutes. We should be up almost at 6 miles of walking. So I should be close to 7 miles by the time I get home. So yeah, we've been almost 6 miles of walking. It should say it soon, but Yeah, thank you, Michelle. Yeah, so I'm ending it here. Have a great day, everybody. And yeah, lots more videos to come. And get out there and make your life happen. Make your life happen. You know, make it happen. Don't matter how, you know, what you're going through. Remember, your foundation is built upon Christ. Remember, it's built upon Christ, guys. You know, and go from there. You don't have to be able to know everything. You don't have to be able to, okay, I do have to say one more point, because this is something I wanted to say earlier and I got off track. I do want to say that God's plan for us is changing so much. It changes so much. So we plan for the best, we hope for the best, and we plan in our own lives, you know, financially and health and stuff. But God constantly changes. But every time something changes in our life, we can always use it for good. Even if it's a storm, even if you're in a storm, use it for good. We can always use it for good. We do not have to let the storms of life bring us down, and we don't have to let the storms of life, even if someone else causes the storm, we don't have to attack that person. We don't have to bring them down like they brought us down. We can use storms to better ourselves and to better those around us, because at the end of the day, it's us and Christ. And with you and Christ, who can stop you? Who can stop you from rebuilding? Who can stop you from having the best life that you deserve? If it's you and Christ, if it's Christ is number one in your life above all else, that's why I think I'm gonna get a tattoo. Nobody knows this except my wife, but I think I'm gonna get a tattoo that says, I am second. I am second means Christ is first and you come second. We come second, Christ comes first. So keep that one on a secret. Not many people know about that, but I think I'm gonna get a tattoo that says I am second. So always remind me that my feelings, okay, what would Christ say first? What's first? What should be first? What should be first? And it should be Christ. Christ should always be first in our thoughts and in our actions. Once Christ is first, then we can act. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Let me see if I can figure out how to end this live stream.